Hi, welcome back to the channel. I think it's week 7, and it looks like I might have some clouds to contend with today.
We're going in! 3, 2, 1, go!
So as you might be able to tell, we are at our lake house. Came down here with my husband for work. Today is Saturday morning. We have 3 miles. And I told my husband that once again I'm just like training for 48. Is that what it is for Dopey? I'm so tired this morning. And that is why I don't feel like running 3 miles. But we'll do it. And I'll talk about what I've done this week and how things have gone. All right, 1 mile in. Real quick before my run timer goes off again. This week was a hills week, which the day I had to do hills, oh, I didn't feel good. And it was hot, so I didn't record because I just wanted to get it done. Came back, I waited before, oh, there's the run timer. Did that before we came down to the lake house because there's no hills here. So, and then Thursday we were here, so I did 3 miles negative split on the treadmill, and then balloon lane intervals for the rest of the 45 minutes. And of course did all my strength this week. And about 90% of the time I've been keeping up with strength training, so I'm happy with that. Okay, a little over 0.3 to go. So the rest of my easy days this week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, ran with cross country, got 2.5 in, it was the afternoon. Man, those guys are superheroes because it was hot. Oh, I don't know how they do it. Wednesday, got up early, ran 3 miles with Emily, and then Friday I was here, so just did a couple miles on my street here because it is hot and humid, more so here than back home. All right, let's finish this. All right, there it is. 3 miles, 10:19. So my goal of making these quote-unquote long runs under my marathon goal pace holds. So that's good. Yeah. Okay, I need to get some air conditioning. All right, we are back home wrapping up week 7. It went okay. I don't know how I'm feeling about all of these miles. I still am trying to work out the sleep thing. I really feel like if I can get the sleep thing under control, that everything is gonna feel better. So I'll keep you posted on whether I'm actually able to figure out how to get a full night's sleep. And it's very frustrating to me right now. But anyway, so our Run the Mile You're In this week is about humility, which I think is a really good one. Just to remember to keep yourself humble and to remember that your race is your race, someone else's race is someone else's race. We're all individuals. And then he also talks about, being able to trust, trust God, or if you're working with a running coach, trust your coach, that type of thing. What he says in here is pride boils down to a lack of trust. If I trust that God or my coach or whoever is in a position of authority over me knows better than I do, then I will do what they say. A beautiful thing happens when we let go of our pride and trust our Creator. When we trust, we experience peace, the peace of not having to be in control, the peace of knowing that God is good and has good plans for us. I don't necessarily think that while I focused on shorter distance races, God caused all my struggles in order to wear down my pride. I see them more as a natural consequence of having pride in my heart. And that's referencing what he talked about kind of earlier in the chapter was he was trying to set all these goals and run all these short distance races, and it just wasn't working out, and he was fighting it and fighting it. He wanted to be able to be good at that, and what he realized is that for him, that's not what God meant for him. He was built for those longer distances, those half marathons, those marathons. And, you know, we talked about how he's the current record holder, American record holder for those distances. That is what he was meant to do. And so you're not trying to fight God's plan for you, because majority of the time that's never going to work out. And his plan is always going to be better than anything we could ever have pictured for ourselves. So kind of a short little thing this week, but humility is something very important to run with and just to go through life with, to not think too highly of ourselves. So I hope everybody is doing very well. Next week is going to be a very interesting week, week 8. I'm going to have to rearrange several things. I have kind of a fun thing I'm doing next weekend, so I'm having to rearrange. I won't talk about it now, I'll talk about it when we start next week's video. But we got 9 miles next week, and I'm really hoping that it feels better than 7 did. So pray for me, please. So be sure to give this video a like, leave me a comment. Has there ever been a moment where you were just, you know, fighting something with God, like something you could tell he had one plan for you, but you wanted to go this other direction, and once you finally, you know, listen to God, went his way, you realize that that was what was meant for you. And be sure to subscribe. It'll be a fun week next week. Always remember that you are God's masterpiece, and I'll see you next week.